Peace and Yah bless. Yah is the strong one. The strong one is Yah. He's the tree of life. He's the fountain of living waters. He's the spirit and creator of all things that live and breathe. All right. On this particular discourse, I'm going to talk about what happened. I guess it was must have been in Minnesota. Looked like that's where it was at. Okay, with the another one of the police massacres or police brutality, whatever you like to call it. Okay. Now, I do hear some things that people say, over the internet, whether it's on the gram or Facebook or whatever, and what they lack is knowledge. They lack knowledge of this book of remembrance. It's not called the Old Testament, okay? Keyword Old Test, okay? Old Testament, okay? You gotta look at the whole conjugation of the word, all right? But it's called the Book of Remembrance. It's what this book is called, from Genesis to Malachi, okay? Really all that should really be read by anybody, because anything outside of that, as you notice, you can't find truth in it. Super fantastic stuff you just have to believe, okay? Even in that apocrypha. Apocrypha means what? Hidden. Well, what does Yah say here in this so-called Old Testament? Man, he doesn't do things in secret. He tells us exactly what's going to happen ahead of time. That's what the prophets were doing. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, even the minor prophets. Okay, they kept coming to our hard-headed, stiff-necked people, black people, yes, telling us, okay, look, if you guys don't do this, here's what the God of Israel is going to do. Because we had a contract with God, okay? This is the missing link, all right, that you people don't understand. Here's the missing link. And you're not going to find us up in no church house, okay? They're not going to tell y'all any truth about this matter, all right, on no Sunday. You're only going to get that from true servants of Yah, Yod He Wah He in the Hebrew, YHWH in English. Also pronounced Yah, Psalm 68:4. All right, now that we got that straight, all right, but they're not going to tell you these truths, man, about the curses that are upon our people in Deuteronomy 28. And that's out there all over the internet for anybody, to ascertain, you know what I mean, to hear about or to, stumble up on, so to say. Okay? Told you guys, the curses are not going to stop, man, until we leave this captivity. All right? And I'm here in Jeremiah chapter 50. And in Jeremiah chapter 50, you read a whole lot of different things that's going on, from WW3 to the return of the Israelites. You read a whole bunch of things in here, okay? So I'm in chapter 50 of Jeremiah. Open up your book. You notice right here, what does it say? Israelites released. Israelites released. Once again, Israelites released. The Israelites, okay, Hebrew Israelites, we going to get released and come out of this captivity. I'm talking about all who are left in what's called the diaspora, okay? We have the true children of Israel, as we keep telling everybody, okay? All right? And then what happens? Let's start right here at verse number 4. In those days and in that time, saith Yah, the children of Israel, right, shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping, right? Okay. They shall go and seek Yah their God. They shall ask the way to Zion, not to no Africa. Okay. They shall ask the way to Zion, all right, with their faces thitherward, saying, come, let us join ourselves to Yah in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten, because we broke the covenant at Mount Sinai. Covenant meaning what? A contract. So we had a direct contract between black Americans, who call themselves black Americans today, but Israelites, right? Okay, I'm trying to make it where people can understand, right? Even the person who haven't ever heard my videos before, right? All right, we had a contract that we agreed to at Mount Sinai. I'm talking about our forefathers before us, before we came over here to America, right? Long before we came to America, right? We had that contract. Our forefathers did not fulfill that contract. They broke it by doing what? Worshiping other things other than the true God. When you worship other things other than the true God, Yah has a problem with you. And he will destroy you. No matter who it is. Okay? All right. Listen up, verse 6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. Once again, their shepherds have caused them to go astray. Go astray how? By telling them to worship all kind of idols, man. Muhammad and the Nation of Islam and what else? Jesus and all that stuff, man. Krishna and Buddha, Vishnu, okay? Or doing, outright witchcraft or whatever the case is, Satanism, anything in general other than worshiping the true God. Okay? The shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them, keyword, they have turned them away on the mountains. Okay? That they have gone from the mountain to hill. Okay? They have forgotten their resting place. Now, listen very closely to this right here. Verse number 7. Okay? All that found them have devoured them. And their adversaries, okay, one more time. And their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord. You hear that? The habitation of justice, even Yah, the hope of their fathers. You hear that? That's what you need to understand right there. This is what the police officers say. We offend not. In other words, we don't care. We not. There's like we offend not. Okay, because they have sinned against Yah. See, they know, they're like, man, y'all the people that sinned against the true God. Y'all the people who've been hard-headed and stiff-necked and won't return to him. So we offend not. So in other words, they like, we do what we want to do to these people. Okay? That's their attitude. That's their overall attitude. And check it out. They come here and read this stuff. They know what it says, man. Okay? So they know if you don't serve Yah, man, they know basically, we can do anything we want to do with you. Anytime we want to. That's their attitude. But that spirit that's upon them comes from God himself. Why? Because he has to punish our people and let our people know that we have to return back to him in pure worship of him and him alone and nothing else. That's the problem. There it is. There's your fix. Okay? You don't got to go do no marching. You don't got to do a whole bunch of nothing. You ain't got to be all animated on the internet over the situation, because guess what? These people don't feel nothing behind it. They say, what are they? Keyword. Their adversaries said, we offend not. Okay? That's how they feel, man. All this police brutality that's been going on over all these years. Here's what they think in their minds. We offend not. Because they have sinned against the Lord. They sinned against God, man. They're talking about our forefathers and us, right? That's how they feel. But when they know you and Yah, they don't fool with you that much. They're like, oh, no. They'll say, oh, he know Yah. Leave him alone. Keep on going. You know what I mean? Leave him alone. Keep on going. Don't even look at him. Just keep on going. See, when you and Yah, they fear you. Okay? Whether you a man or whether you a woman, black man or black woman, they fear you whenever you have taken hold of the covenant and turned yourself 180 degrees back to Yah. back to the true God. They do not fool with you. They don't even think about it. It don't even come into their heart. But when they know that you don't, then they go to this right here. Okay? All right? We offend not, because they have sinned against Yah. Okay? And I'm talking about as a people. That's what they mean. Okay? Like, we offend not. We don't care about what happens out there in those streets, because these people have sinned against the Lord. You see what I'm saying? That's how they feel. And that's why these things continue to happen. And they're going to continue to happen until we leave this captivity. But in order to leave the captivity, we have to do something as a people. You know what that is? Turn back to Yah. Okay? Turn back to Yah, the Holy One of Israel, the God of Israel. Okay? Return to his laws and do his laws as he's been trying to get us to do the whole entire time since the covenant was made made at Mount Sinai with our ancestors, all the way up to today. Okay? But this is how your adversaries feel. This is what they say in their mind. Oh man, we ain't worried about it, man. Because y'all those hard-headed people in the Bible. See, you think that your adversaries don't know who you are. Your adversaries know exactly who you are. They're just not required to tell you. You tell them. It's no different than me. When I deal with the elite, I tell them, this is the mighty house of David. I am the progenitor of David. Simple as that. They don't tell me, I tell them. Okay? They don't tell me I'm Israel. I tell them I know I'm a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Yehudah, of the royal bloodline of David. Simple as that. They're not ever going to tell you. You tell them who you are. Or they're going to keep on calling you exactly what it tells you in Deuteronomy 28. What? Bywords. Bywords. And Proverbs. So they're always going to think of you until you take back hold of your heritage. Number one, by changing your name that it tells you to do in Isaiah, right? Okay, you have to subscribe with your hand. In other words, you have to go before a judge and legally change your name to Israel, as many of you people, you so-called Black Americans, see when you go on Facebook. How many, man, it's so many people on there that's black that know they Israel now. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. All of them got them. If they haven't done it legally, they at least got it on their page. They'll say such and such Israel. Anytime you using them slave names, man, this is what they say. We offend not. Okay? You can't use them slave names. I don't care what you think gonna happen to you. Because a lot of y'all won't change y'all name because y'all scared to lose some benefits, or you scared to lose something, or you think Esau gonna come at you some kind of way. Even if he do, if you call upon Yah, it ain't much he can do. Okay? Because as long as you underneath those slave names that every Black American has had, basically, okay, from the time they're born, right? That's hooked to a social security number, right? Here's what they say. We offend not. Your adversaries have said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord. So in other words, they do not care about no police brutality. That's why it's going on all this particular time. And every time it's time for them to do some sacrificing, it's going to be black males. Think about the Exodus of Moses. What happened with the Exodus of Moses? Kill the black males, but keep the black females. Okay? But I got some bad news for the black female. You next. Okay? Because the actual plan of the elite, exterminate all blacks. They can care less, man. What does it say right here? We offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord. Okay? They know that. So whenever you return back to Yah, it throws them for a loop. You're like, whoa, okay. I'm talking about for real turn back, not no kind of turning back. Not coming up with no new idol. You know, like them name Yahushua, Yahushua and Yahawashai and all these weird names out here. basically turning Jesus black. You know what I'm saying? Okay? You can't put that no idol before Yah. That's the 10 Commandments, number 1, right? Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Nothing. That's what it means. You ain't supposed to have nothing before Yah, man. Nothing beside him, with him. Ain't nobody to go through. None of that stuff, man. Okay? When you want to talk to God, you just talk to him. He can hear you. If you call upon his divine name, first of all, you got to know his name. Psalm 68:4 teaches you the name, how to say it. It don't tell you how to spell it, but it tells you how to say it. It takes a little bit more research, then you learn how to spell it, because Yah wants you to make your 180-degree return back to him. So you have to learn all these things, or you hear it from a brother like me who's helping you out right now. But yeah, that's why that goes on. For all you people out there, y'all disgusted with these situations. You're disgusted with what's happening out there on those streets. But it's not ever gonna change. Why? Okay, well, I'm talking about at least until we leave this captivity, right? Because this is their attitude. Their attitude is we offend not. In other words, we don't give a crap what you black people gonna say about it. Because what? Because you guys, your ancestors, y'all sinned against God. And you're still sinning against God when you roll your tail up in one of them churches. Okay? All right? All right. I'm talking about for worship. Now, if you're there for other things, a funeral, whatever, okay, that's different. But, anything other than that, if you're there to worship an idol or bring up idol worship, you're not supposed to be doing that. Okay? Somebody gets married or whatever, okay, different deal, right? All right, that's where it's held at. Okay, cool. But if you're not in there for no services, though, to that idol that they raise up, right? Saying it's underneath God or whatever the case is, right? Okay, but that's what's being said right here. We offend not. That's their attitude, and it's always going to be their attitude. Because what? Deuteronomy 28, you have to go through there and read, man. Okay, because we coming up on 2021. And for all of y'all out there, you remember the Tulsa Massacre of black people, right? In 1921. So that's 100 years, right? Since that time. So look for something to happen in 2021. Okay? On the same scale and level. Because remember, things repeat themselves. Patterns repeat themselves. So I'm giving you an early heads up for all those left. Because we waiting on God to redeem us and get us up out of here. Okay? Alright? That's what we're waiting on right now. Okay? That we don't receive any kind of a judgment that everybody else is going to end up getting. Okay? Because they're so, immersed in sports and all that kind of stuff. Like that. All right. And there's a whole bunch even going on with that. I'm not going to get into on this tape, but, there's a bunch going on even with that. People don't even understand. Okay. Well, the reason why these ain't no sports going on right now. It's a big reason behind that, but, I'm not going to get into it. Okay. I'm going to let you do your own research. I heard that Edomite come out outright say exactly what was going on with it. Okay. Best believe it's a cover up. But anyway, I'm not here to get into that, but yeah, that's their attitude out there in them streets, man. Okay? The key is be, law-abiding as you can. And be careful getting yourself in any situation you're not supposed to be in. Okay? Black men, be careful, I know we love all kinds of, women, including the heathens women, right? Okay? We do, right? But you have to be careful with them because you don't know which ones is working for who. Okay? Set you up. You have to be careful and keep your third eye open. Okay? Because if your third eye is open, you'll be able to sense, when a person's doing a thing. Okay? You'll be able to sense it. All right? But this is how they feel. And this is what they train those officers to think about. Okay? Trust and believe. This is what they train them to think about. We offend not. Okay? Because these black people have sinned against the Lord. And they hoping it's a black man most of the time. 90% of the time. Why? Because of the Exodus, they know it's close. That's why. Okay, same thing Pharaoh thought back then. Pharaoh's thinking the same thoughts now. Oh, get rid of the black man. Who cares about him? Keep the black woman. Okay? For a minute. But a little while, they ain't going to care about neither one. Neither party. Okay? Because sometimes the black woman think, oh, okay, everybody's for me, so, oh, who cares? Whatever happens to the black man happens. Trust and believe, it ain't going to go like that this time. You get to the end of this year, you're going to see for yourself. Because in 2021, I would imagine that something sinister is going to go down with our people. I'm talking about en masse. Okay, you see this COVID-19, what that's all about, man. Eventually, they're going to bring out some sort of vaccine. And they're going to bring out those very chips. That's without a doubt. Because the very chips is what? An extermination tool. And that's exactly what it is. The Most High been talking to me about that like a long time now. He said, son, that's an extermination tool. Do not fool with that. Don't matter what kind of money they offer. Don't fool with it. It's an extermination tool. Mass extermination. And for those who've seen the Georgia Guidestones, you see the amount of people they won't left on this earth. And don't think they can't pull that off easily. Okay? Because that's actually what they wanted to do during this COVID-19 shutdown. Okay? Luckily, the house of David stood in the breach for all of you people. All you unappreciative black Americans. Okay? And whites too, and all other colors and creeds. Had we failed, all of y'all been chipped already. Okay? And don't worry, it's just been delayed. They're going to try to get back around to it at some point, right? It was just the wrong timing right now for that. I think they realized that, that's the wrong time for that. Let's chill for a minute. But they're going to get back to it. And once they get it on enough people over here in America, they're going to use the military to do it, to administer it. Yes, Donald Trump already told you. So they're telling y'all these things. Y'all not paying attention, man. Y'all just get up every day and go do y'all routine. Don't think nothing about what people are telling you. They're telling you what they're going to do. Okay? They got the military come out and administer these things to people. Door to door. And if you don't, well, who knows what might happen. I'm sure a lot of things might happen. Okay? I'm sure a lot of things might happen. They probably say, well, if you don't take it, well, you can't go back to work. Or this and that, or you can't go to the market, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. Because they're trying to live out the vision of that NT by, administering that thing. And when they know that NT, they ain't even a real book. It's just, once again, an agenda. And it always has been their agenda, the Nazis, right? Well, some of these elite, even though they're Jews, they're acting just like Hitler. Because remember, Hitler was a Jew himself, right? But he did what? He put the barcodes, wrote the barcodes on the Jews, right? Back then. Esau. They call themselves the Jews today, but Esau. Okay? Well, you got people who have that same spirit of Hitler in them today. Okay? At the very top, they got that same Hitler spirit. They want to do what? Barcode everybody through a chip. See that? Tracker chip. Enslave all of mankind. They ain't digging you, they boom, turn you off, kill you, exterminate you through it. It's a sword. That's what it's talking about here in Jeremiah. Okay? Those who escape the sword, stand not still, right? Let Jerusalem come into your mind. Talking to Israel mostly. Let Jerusalem come into your mind. He didn't say nothing about no Africa. He said, let Jerusalem come into your mind. Now, I'm going to give you guys a heads up. And this last heads up I'm going to give you about this situation. Whatever happens to you after this happens, man. Because a lot of you are already chipped because y'all thought that was cute. Well, that's the way the world's going to go. Well, I'm not so sure about that. Okay? Because whenever the fourth kingdom is over with, everything that's in the fourth kingdom is over with. When the fifth kingdom arrives, which is what they call the kingdom of God on earth, it replaces everything in the fourth kingdom. So a lot of that stuff that they're doing in the fourth kingdom probably won't even exist anymore. Okay? All right? So remember these things I'm telling you, okay? My black people. That's how they feel. And guess what? This goes for white folks too, because a lot of y'all are already chipped. Okay? And then what's going to happen is the military is going to end up clashing with the local police. Guaranteed. During the time when they try to administer these very chips. Because the local police have an oath to protect the people. They protect and serve, right? They are peace officers. That's their oath and job. But the military has a opposite, sort of oath. Well, our oath is, to basically distinguish, any threat. You know what I mean? Domestic or foreign. It doesn't matter to them. They say, we don't care if you're domestic or whether you're a foreign threat. Okay? So when they come out one of these days, and a lot of these police may not, want to go for that stuff. You know what I mean? For whenever they decide to do that. They got a date in mind already to do this thing about these very chips, right? Okay? Because in their heart, they really just want to exterminate the whole entire black race. Okay? That's what's in their heart. You see you see right here. Okay? You see that. And any white folks too that they don't like, or got, that's against the government, or maybe you got handguns, especially if you got handguns, because then you can protect yourself from them. See how deep this thing gets? It gets very deep when you start thinking about it. So don't think you're safe, because if you're already chipped, you're not safe, man. Okay? You're not safe. Just remember those Georgia Guidestones. So for all you black people out there, listen very closely to my voice when I speak, man. I come on here and speak truth. I don't get paid to do this, okay? This is all free, man. Free knowledge for you. So you can get some understanding. Okay? Get to this book of remembrance, Genesis through Malachi, and read it. Okay? Read it a couple times. Ask God for true and wise and discernment and understanding of what you're reading while you're reading it. Okay? All right. So I want you guys to remember these things, all right, for later on in the future, man, because COVID-19 is not over yet. Okay? Even as they open the country back up, it's still not over yet. Okay? Because all they really wanted to do was shut the country down, get them athletes up out of here. You know what I mean? Okay? And chip all of y'all, okay? Open it back up then, like, look, man, if you don't do this, you don't do that, then hey, boom, we're going to exterminate you. Take all the guns away. Whole bunch of things, man. They got a whole bunch of agendas, man. Okay? And I'm talking about more than just against the black man. Okay? Believe what I say. So here's their attitude, black Americans. Remember this. Okay? Because we have sinned against God. That's what they're saying. So it's like we offend not. We don't care, man. Out there in them streets, them police officers, they train them in that premise right there. Okay? You didn't say they was your friends here, your adversaries. Okay? Now remember that. That's the reason why that keeps on occurring over and over and over and over and over and over again. So what you should be doing, so you're asking, so what's the corrective measure? Return unto Yah, everybody under the sound of my voice. Return unto the Holy One of Israel, the God of Israel, who made you, who brought your forefathers out of the first Egypt and gonna bring us up out of this final Egypt that they call Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, America. And when the time comes, you better be ready, okay, and have his law written in your heart and ready to exit. Because if you get locked up in here, it's over for you. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? All right? Thank you guys for listening. Remember this. Go read Jeremiah 50. Okay? The whole thing. 50 and 51. Isaiah 13 and 14. Yeah, basically they say the same thing. Thank you all for listening. Peace, and y'all bless.